I'm a nerd, so I'm just gonna zoom in. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. Let's just do that one more time. Super fast charging. That is so freaking cool. Wireless charging. Oh, and it shows the wattage that you're wireless charging at. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Oh, what's going on YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do? And this is the most exciting video of 2025. And first of all, I'm using my old Zoom H2n I've had for 12 years now. I'm using the same camera I've been using for 12 years. Lately, I've been using my iPhone 16 Pro Max to record videos and my DJI mic. But with this video, I wanted to go back to the old school. And also, I need to use my iPhone for testing purposes. So, old camera, old microphone, let's go. All right, so I bought this on Amazon. And if you guys follow my YouTube community page, I literally posted screenshots and shared that this was coming, that I purchased it. This was something else unrelated. So I have like the dual pack. I made a video like freaking ages ago, still use them, but I found myself with more controllers and needing more batteries. And so I bought this. Anyways, this video is on these two things right here. So they had a promotion where if you have this in your cart and you have this in your cart, this is free. And so I figured I could always use another charger, always. And I already have EcoFlow's little 30-watt adapter. So now I have two of them. So anyways, let's just get this one out of the way. Let's take a look at the back of it here. So this is the EcoFlow Rapid 30 GaN charger. There's the UPC and model and all that good stuff. So it can do 5 volts, 3 amps, 9 volts, 3 amps, 15 volts, 2 amps, or 20 volts at 1.5 amps. So yeah, you can definitely charge a laptop with this thing because it has the 12 volt and 20 volt protocol. And in my video, it shows that it can do PPS. So if you have a Samsung phone, you're going to get 25 watt super fast charging with this guy. So let's just take a look and see if there's any differences. They look exactly the same. Nope, they are literally exactly the same. So cool. And then I have another EcoFlow cable. That's pretty cool. Like to keep things in house, you know, EcoFlow this, EcoFlow that. I don't really have a way to do more than 30 watts with EcoFlow. So I won't be using this to charge this thing, but you can. It's just going to charge it slower. So this is the star of the show. This is the coolest thing ever. So I made a video of this guy, right? It's pretty cool. It's unique. It's got the little kickstand. It's got the Qi 2 fast 15 watt wireless charging. It's only 5,000 milliamp hours. So it's not very high capacity. And you press the button and you get 4 little lights that light up and let you know the state of charge, which this is currently dead. So this thing is different because it's 10,000, meaning you will get a 100% full charge on any phone that's out today that I know of. So let's take a look at the back of this thing. It says ultra fast charging, Qi 2 times faster than Qi 1, 65 watt built-in cable for laptop charging. That's what sold me, man. That's crazy. 0 to 70% in just 30 minutes. Like everything about this. It has what? Okay, I didn't know it had Bluetooth. All right. And then here on the side, we get all of the specifications and model number and everything. I'll let you pause that and read it for yourself. Some information here. We've got the UPC and all that good stuff there. Then we have the serial number for our unit. 24-month warranty. That's pretty freaking awesome. And then we have the front. EcoFlow Rapid Magnetic Power Bank 10K magnetic fast charging. It's got the screen, which is different because it actually has a like percentage, like a readout versus just 4 little lights. And then it's got the built-in cable and it can do wireless charging and it's got a kickstand. So this is like a freaking like packed. I mean, it's $100 freaking dollars. I paid $100 after taxes for this thing. That is expensive. And is it worth $100? I mean, I can't say anything because I don't know. I haven't used it. So in here, we've got some stuff, which is a quick start guide. So basically it's just showing, it's got an error code, the healthy charging mode, battery charge level. So it's got a lot of stats on it, which is cool. Then you have the EcoFlow app you can download and add this power bank. Apparently that's crazy. Put that back in here. All right, it's like warranty, safety, stuff like that. And then the star of the show. Man, that's got a little bit of weight to it. Compared to this, that's definitely got some weight to it, but it's twice the capacity. It's freaking 65 watts. Like, oh my gosh. This thing is so powerful for its size. Like, that's what got me. And then I'm not a big wireless charging person, but it's got Qi 2. So the exciting thing about this is, say you have an iPhone 14, right? Well, this is Type-C only. And if you have an older iPhone, so like a 14 and older, you require Lightning. So with this, you could just connect your phone up to, all of those other ones and charge it really fast over wireless. And then when you upgrade to a 15 or above, then you can use this Type-C cable and charge that iPhone at freaking 30 watts instead of 15 watts wireless. That's pretty crazy. All right, so taking a look at the unit, it says in and out for this little port here. We've got that built-in USB-C cable, just like we do on the 5K 30-watt version, which I'm trying to open it from the wrong side. It's right here. Very short little cable. And it says C1 in and out. We're going to press this little button, and we're going to see like 8%. Okay. And then nothing here. We got the Qi 2 wireless side, and then we have the little kickstand, which underneath that kickstand is going to show us all of the information about the actual power bank with the stats and output and input and all that good stuff, and the safety listings and the Bluetooth, and all that stuff's going to be hidden under this little kickstand right here. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and connect up this 30-watt charger just to show it off real quick, and then we'll switch to something that can do more than 30 watts. We've got our handy little tester. All right, and then taking a look at it, so the screen is going to be upside down compared to what I'm thinking it would be. But here it's going to show the watts and the volts and amps and all that good stuff. All right, I actually tried both of my testers. It's not a fan of that tester, so we'll just plug it in. Okay, so it looks like it wasn't actually the tester. Interesting. So it's doing the same thing. It's just freaking out. Wow, that's a good... Oh, man. All right, so we're going to go ahead and change things up and use a much more powerful charger. And we'll connect up the tester again. And hopefully we're using a 100-watt cable and a 160-watt wall adapter, which it reflects here up to 100 watts. And it's not currently freaking to freak out on me right now, so that's a good sign. All right. And look at that freaking percentage, man. That's crazy. 15, almost 16, and then 17. That's so fast. That's actually crazy. Can we like flip the screen around? So pressing it changes the like display. Okay, so what if we double or triple or hold? Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of the fact that you can't even make the screen flip around. So we'll go ahead and put it in a way that's easier to read on screen. And there you can see we're going at 20 volts, 3.3 amps, and 66 watts. Do you even know how crazy this is? This is absolutely crazy, man. That thing is charging so fast. And it's got the little EcoFlow icon there, and the screen turns off. And we'll press the button. And there you go. It says 46 minutes until this thing is fully charged. And it says the input is 64 watts, almost 65. All right, then what we're going to do now is we're going to take that built-in USB-C cable, and we're going to plug it into our 16 Pro Max. Our 16 Pro Max currently says it's charging. Got the little charging symbol up there. And we did slow down the charging on here. So it's taking 15 watts from the wall. And how much is it putting into the phone? Well, it's a good thing we have two testers. All right, so from the wall outlet, we were getting 100 watts. Then we connected a phone using the built-in USB-C cable. And now we're getting 5 volts, 3 amps for 15 watts into the power bank. And then the power bank is giving almost 5 volts, 1.4 amps for 6.7 watts. Being that this is a 65 watt input, I was really hoping to see better numbers. So you can do in and out. And the nice thing about this is you could basically just leave your, I'll show you the wall outlet too. Look at this. So there you go. There's the numbers from the wall outlet. But basically you can leave this overnight and the power bank's going to be 100% fully charged. Your phone's going to be 100% fully charged and you're going to be ready to go. All right, so that's pretty cool. If you see that, as soon as I unplugged my phone, it changed to 100 watts. So, well, I mean, that's the theoretical maximum that it thinks it can do. It's going to get 66 watts. So, and we're drawing 75 from the wall right now. So what if we wanted to use Qi 2 wireless charging? Let's flip this around. All right, and we're currently charging at 66 watts. Let's connect up the phone. We got the fast wireless charging animation for 15 watts there. Okay, so this is looking even better than it did when it was using wired. So we're getting 30 watts from the wall, and then the phone's getting 15 watts from the power bank. So this is going to be a more ideal thing. Basically, you just plug this in overnight or when you're at work, and now your power bank's going to be charged and your phone's going to be charged all off of one cable. That's pretty awesome. All right, now we're going to test the built-in port there. So basically, you can just have it like this, and you don't need any extra cables because it has the built-in cable. And look at that. We can see that we're drawing 70 from the wall, so that means we're putting about 65 into the power bank. And on the screen here, it actually tells you. That's super cool that it actually has the screen. And check that out. So we're connected using that little cable. We're drawing 70.7 from the wall. And then on here, it actually has that little screen that tells you we're at 28, almost 29%. And it's going to take 43 minutes to fully charge the battery. And then we can press this button to see that we're inputting 60 watts from that little built-in cable right here. And now let's connect this cable. And then we'll plug in our phone. And yeah, so if you look here, we have the little charging symbol. And my tester shows that we're drawing almost 7 watts from the port on the side of the unit, which is the in and out port. And then we're charging with the built-in cable. And if we press this button, we can see that we're at 30% charge. It's going up. It's going to take 3 hours and 50 minutes to fully charge the battery in here. And the input is 14.7, almost 15 watts. And the output is 7 watts. I was definitely hoping to see better results than this, but it is what it is. All right, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna test the protocols that this power bank has, and we'll just use that built-in cable for now. Give our little tester some power. We'll zoom in on the thing here, and we'll just test the protocols to see what all this little guy can do with the built-in cable. All right, so far it's looking pretty feature-packed there. Lots of protocols, oh my gosh, okay. So we got Quick Charge 3. There you go. We got FCP. There you go. We got an SCP. There you go. We got AFC. There you go. And most importantly to me, we've got the PD3, which says 65 watts. And look at that. So we got an amazing PPS range there. Look at that. So we got PPS 3.3 to 20 volts at 3 amps, and we've got 3.3 to 11 at 3 amps. So it doesn't look like we get 5 amps. If you have an older Samsung phone, it's going to require 5 amps to get the super fast charging 2.0. There's a rumor that if you have a newer one like I do, you can use 3 amps and it'll use the higher voltage range to get the 45 watts. We're going to test that right now. So I didn't charge this guy, and it's currently at 26% battery. All right, so we got super fast charging 2.0 right there on the screen. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and demo that again. So this time I'm zoomed in, plug it in. Super fast charging 2.0. That's actually crazy. So yeah, look at that beautiful text there. 30 watts right now, 32 watts. And if we didn't have this little amazing tester, I made a video on it. It's PowerZ tester. So the battery's at 30%, and we press this button, and it shows the output is at 32.8 watts. So that's super cool. We don't even need a tester. It literally tells us right there what it's doing with that port. So my phone is at almost 30%. So it's not going to get the full 45 watts, but this thing says it's capable of doing that. I would need to get my phone even lower. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it says it. And that's something that you're not going to see on an older Samsung. Super fast charging 2.0. Let's frickin' go. You know, I'm a nerd, so I'm just gonna zoom in. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. Let's just do that one more time. Super fast charging. That is so freaking cool. The biggest downside is like we discussed. So we're just gonna not change anything. We're gonna press it forward, and we're gonna plug in a cable to this here. And yes, we switch over to just standard charging. So the power bank is getting almost 13 watts from the wall, and the phone is getting almost 5 watts. So again, we could leave it overnight. Everything will be great. Everything will be fine. It'll be fully charged on both devices, but it's going to take a while to do that. And then here we can press that button, and we can go to the stats where it says the input is 12 and the output is 5. And then it's going to take 3 hours, 57 minutes to fully charge the battery in here. All right, I'm going to let this fully charge up. All right, quick update. So probably about 3 or 4 minutes ago, it did lower to 46 watts, which is interesting. I keep this little guy on my keychain because it's super convenient. And I made a video of this thing too. It's the world's second smallest thermal camera. Basically just plug it into the bottom of my phone. Alrighty then, so if you look at here, it shows the hottest point is going to be 39 Celsius, and the colder one's going to be 30 at the bottom. And if we flip it around, so we're showing about 40 degrees Celsius right now. Yeah, so 40 is the hottest point, and the battery is currently at 61%, so it's getting up there. It's getting near the end of the charge, so this might be a normal thing, because I don't feel heat coming from this. I mean, it's a little slightly warm to the touch, but it's not hot. And so that might be absolutely normal behavior, just something I wanted to make you all aware of. And we'll let this continue to charge to 100%. All right, I'm actually just going to record a quick clip of this to show you on the video. And yeah, so we're getting 41.4 on the hottest, which is going to be right here at the top of it. So let's flip it around. And yeah, all right, so we're getting 39 degrees at the hottest. And then we'll flip it back over to this way. 40 degrees is the hottest. All right, so let's let this fully charge and see what happens. All right, so it's currently charging at 30 watts now, and the battery is at 78%. It says 20 minutes remaining. Went from 60 to 45 to 30. All right, so it's currently 2:40 p.m., and we are still charging at 30 watts. And the battery is at 94.59%. It says 5 minutes remaining until fully charged. Alrighty, we are approaching the end of the video here. It says it's got 4 minutes left until it's fully charged. In the meantime, we got our phone down to 7% battery because I want to see this thing do 40 watts at least before I end the video. We're still charging at 30 watts, as you can currently see right there. And the hottest point of the battery is going to be 38%. I'm sorry, 38 degrees Celsius. So just 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. 95.41. Yeah, that's a lot slower than earlier, but I mean, obviously it's near the end of the charge, and that's just how batteries work in general. The lower your battery, the faster it's going to charge. The higher your battery, the slower it's going to charge. That is pretty cool though. I mean, we're near the end of it and we're still getting 30 watts. That's pretty awesome. Oh yeah, there's an app. Man, I almost ended this video without even showing the app off, man. So right away it detected the charger. Normally you just add it right there. Okay, this is freaking slick, man. This is slick. Look at this interface. So it shows 95.51 wireless charging. Oh, and it shows the wattage that you're wireless charging at? How did I miss this? I saw it in the instructions, but I didn't even think about it. So battery health settings. Oh my gosh. So you can enable all these settings. You can automatically adjust the charging and discharging to keep the power bank and appliances cool, extending the battery life. So you can turn that on. Mine was off by default. And then look here. You can say never go below 20%, right? And then say, okay, well, I mean, I'm making a video right now, so I'm not going to change this, but say the most you ever want to charge is at 80%. That's awesome that you can do that. And then you can obviously just turn all these off by pressing one little button there. And then find my device. Keep your phone and power bank within a 10-meter range. Power bank will beep continuously when you start searching. Yep, it's making a little beeping sound. And also, there's a little Bluetooth symbol there now on the screen. So press that. Okay, and it turned off the beeping when I pressed that little button. All right, we did slow down to 25 watts or 23 watts, and it does say 5 minutes now. And here it also shows the minutes. So 4 minutes, 5 minutes, it keeps going back and forth. It's at 96.1%. And look, you can change the screensaver. That's freaking cool. So you can do different ones like hello. All right, there you go. Now it says hello. All right, and now we got the new one there, the like lightning bolts that flashed for a second. And then we got a little smiley winking face there. And then we got our little star with confetti or something, like fireworks. But what about this custom? So scan a code. All right, so you could scan some sort of QR code or do it yourself customize. What? What is this? All right, so I just did my name in cursive. I'm gonna go ahead and put a checkbox there, and we're gonna set it. And then here you have it. There's my name in cursive on the screensaver. That's pretty cool. And then you can change like how big the little dots are. So smaller and then largest. Let's clear that. And then make a big one there. Yeah, so it's 3 lines. This one's going to be 2. And this one's going to be 1. So that's freaking dope, dude. That's awesome. And you could rotate. What? Oh, okay. So you can use more of your screen to make it easier on yourself. And then let's take a look here into the settings. So there's going to be more stuff here, right? So we can change the name of it. We can choose Bluetooth always on. And then there's going to be the disclaimer on that. I'll let you read that for yourself there. Oh, okay. So basically, you're going to always be able to find it if I'm reading this correctly. I'm trying to read this quickly. All right. And then we get another disclaimer when we go to turn it on that keeping the power bank's Bluetooth on allows it to connect to your phone when it's idle. This is useful to find the power bank with the app. All right. Then we have battery health settings, which obviously we turn those off, but you can go ahead and turn those on, which I'll do that after it's fully charged. Screen timeout. Okay. So I noticed that goes off really quickly. And look, the screensaver is set for only 3 seconds. We can set the screensaver to 5 minutes. That's crazy. I'll just keep it for 30 seconds because 3 seconds is really short. And then device information. Oh my goodness. We could change it all the way to 15 minutes. And then firmware update. Obviously, you can update the firmware on it, which is awesome. This is the like brand new release. This just came out literally days ago, like several days ago. And I found out about it and I ordered it a few days ago. So, and then we have Help Center, which actually has some questions here. So it wants you to do self-charging 0 to 40 degrees Celsius. Extreme conditions can support up to 5 watts of charging and discharging. What is the operating temperature 0 to 40? And then what are the parameters of the Type-C input and output? And then we have all the specifications for the product here. 65 watts for the wired charging input, 65 watts for the wired charging output, 15 watts for that. Bluetooth, yes. Digital display, app, yes. Okay, so awesome. Let's let this thing fully charge. And I'm going to keep this app open because this is exciting. With this app, you can unlock so much more of the power bank, which is amazing. Like before, I saw the little animation for quick charge, but I can't tell you exactly how fast it was wireless charging. And then look, the USB 1 is at 0, and the USB 2, which is that port right here on the side, is going to be 6.6 watts. And it tells you 20 volts, 3 amps. So with the app, you get more information than you do on the screen on here. And it kind of absolutely negates the reason they have this at all. And yeah, we're basically just barely trickle charging now. Look at that. So actually, I'll let it fully charge later. I want to go ahead and finish this video. So let's go ahead and do the wireless charging. And now we're going to be able to see right here that 1 watt, 2 watts. All right, so we got the wireless fast charge animation there. All right, so yeah, it's going to tell you the wireless charging speed there, which is currently at 7 watts. My battery is almost half charged, and I do have battery safety things such as like an 80% max charge and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and take the built-in USB-C port here, connect the tester, connect it to our phone, and let's see. Our phone is currently at like 6% battery, so we'll see what we see. We did see super fast charging 2.0. I want to go ahead and connect it one more time to show that again. Super fast charging 2.0. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. So that thing is moving. 41 watts going to the phone right now. That's freaking fast, dude. And then obviously here on the phone, it says it's at 99%. The Bluetooth icon's on. And if we press the button, it also shows 41 watts. So you don't need to use the phone to keep the phone always active. But and also, it's going to stay on for 30 minutes like this now versus 30 seconds. So that's awesome. I prefer that. All right, so I guess one more thing we can test. The phone's charging at a healthy speed of 40 watts. What about our iPhone? It's at 47%. Let's go ahead and charge that with the other port here. All right, so we lose the super fast charging. Okay, yeah, so that confirms everything. So the best case use for this power bank is going to be 1 device at a time. It can do 2 or even 3 if you want to use the wireless charging, but everything's going to charge so much slower. I mean, 7.5 watts, 7 watts, that's not awful. It will charge. It'll just take a few hours or more. It'll take a while. And then look, this neat app right here is giving us all that data as well. So you can see that we're getting 7.8 on the USB 1, which is that built-in port. And then USB 2, which is that side port, it's getting 7.5. So you can remotely monitor this thing. You could have this thing charging in an office and you're on your couch as long as your Bluetooth range can reach. That's exciting. That's awesome. And then if this thing like falls in your couch and you lose it or something's on top of it, you can just do find my device and start finding. This thing is absolutely just jam-packed with features and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, and the moment we disconnect the iPhone, it says super fast charging 2.0 right there. Super fast charging 2.0. And we're back to charging at 40 watts. And it says it right here. Anyways, I'm not going to make this video any longer. This thing is... Oh, actually, I lied. I am going to make this thing a little bit longer. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to unplug the phone, which is at 10%, man. It went from 6% to 10% so fast. All right. And then we're going to connect up this tester to this laptop. This is a 14-inch M1 MacBook Pro. And right away you can see that's pretty crazy that it says that. I don't know why it says that, but it's currently charging at 65 watts. That's nuts. And on this thing it says the output's 66 watts right now. And if we click the button, we can see it's at 94% battery. So that's pretty crazy. And then on the app it says 66.3 20.3 volts at 3.3 amps. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this tester. So there you go. There's no middle device or anything to like make any numbers seem a little bit weird or something. It says 66 watts of output. It says the battery's at 92%. It doesn't say how long it's going to last. It probably hasn't calculated that yet. And I need to also fully charge this battery to 100% and then let it stay at 100% for a little while to make sure that it's actually full, because sometimes it'll say 100, but it's not 100. But yeah, so this is super exciting. I'm definitely very happy with this power bank. At this point, this is pretty much the number one 10,000 milliamp hour power bank, but it's definitely at a premium price. That is for sure. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I also regularly try to post on my YouTube community page. This is What Would Josh Do, and I'm out.